Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Okay. So, our devotional service surpasses all liberation. So, what is that stage called as? What is that condition called as? Out of the 6 characteristics of devotional service.
Moksha Lagata.
Yes, Moksha Lagugrat. Okay, Moksha Lagugrat. That means it makes even Moksha very insignificant for somebody who is advancing in Krishna consciousness. So that's a pure devotee. A pure devotee is somebody who rejects even liberation. So what are the 5 types of liberation you know? Yes?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Samipya, Sayujya, Salokya, Sarupya, Sashti.
Yes. So can you explain all the 4, the 5?
Yes, Mataji. Sarupya is the same form like the Lord. They will have the 4-handed form, or the same form of the Lord they will have, Mataji. And Samipya is near to the Lord. And Salokya is attaining the abode of the Lord, like where the Lord is. That is what I understand, Mataji. I'm not sure. Sashti, I don't know, Mataji.
Okay. Sashti, anybody knows what is Sashti? Sashti, yes.
Same opulence as the Lord.
Same opulences as Lord.
Same opulences. Very good. Okay. So Dinesh Prabhu, which is the mukti which the devotees doesn't want out of?
Mataji doesn't want Sayujya Mukti.
Sayujya.
Yeah,
that Sayujya Mukti is for whom, Keshav Prabhu? Sayujya Mukti is basically for?
Sayujya Mukti is for those they are in Mayavadis and those impersonalists.
Yeah, demons and Mayavadis and everything. Okay. So here you can see these are the different types of mukti. They also given in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, 3rd canto 29th chapter, verse number 13. Salokya sashti samipya sarupyaikatvam api uta diyamanam nagrananti vinamatsevanam jana salokya sashti samipya sarupya. Salokya, loka. Sa loka. Loka means what? Same planet. Okay, so same planet as the Lord. Sashti is opulence. Samibhya. Samibhya means just to be near to the Lord. So Salokya and Samibhya, what is the difference? Is there any difference between Salokya and Samibhya?
Close to the Lord.
Yeah, Supriti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Samipya is like the close associate of the Lord. Salokya is same planet. It cannot be the associate.
Yes, Mataji, what?
Samipya is like a personal associate of the Lord.
Good.
And Salokya in the same planet.
Yes. So personal associate. So who was the personal associate of Lord Ram?
Lakshman Mataji. Sorry.
More than that.
Hanuman Mataji.
Hanuman, no? Hanumanji. So, does anyone know the pastime where Hanuman asked for the service? Who knows? No, nobody knows. So once what happened? Always Hanuman served Lord Ram. So Lakshman and Mata Sita, everybody was thinking, like, why is only Hanuman serving the Lord? We also should serve. Always Hanuman comes. So they had a meeting, private meeting, and they decided that they won't give any service to Hanuman. So they took all the service. And when Hanuman came little late, he came to know that all the service have been taken up. So now Hanuman doesn't have any service to do. Now what to do? Ramandangdi Mataji knows it. So what service did he take? What service did he take, Mataji? You know?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Mataji. Pranam. He spread that sindoor, na Prabhuji, the Mataji, that
No,
to the
that's
body.
that's
When-
Mataji.
Yes,
Can I tell
whenever,
Mataji?
yes, may I, Mataji? Whenever Lord Rama would yawn, he would
Ah.
click the finger. Yes, he would.
Yeah. So whenever there was no other service available, okay, so the only service left was whenever Lord Ram yawns, I will snap the fingers. Now sometimes when we yawn, you do like this. So and that's not actually a service, but then somehow Hanuman want to serve Lord Ram. And Krishna Bhakta Sai Bada Chatur or Lord Ram Bhakta Sai Bada Chatur, in the sense very intelligent that you don't know when yawn will come. It might be in your bedroom when you're about to lie down, or might be when you're working or do something. So 24 hours, Hanuman got a chance to be with Lord Ram because his service is to snap the fingers when Lord Ram yawns. And he's the Supreme Personality Godhead. He doesn't yawn. But Hanuman was next to Lord Ram. Don't know when yawning might come. So then it was late night, 12 o'clock. Lord Ram already slept. So Mother Sita is like, at least now you go take rest because your service is over. No, what if my Lord Ram gets up in the middle of night and then yawns? So that's my service. He's like, no, this is our private space. You have to leave. So Hanumanji had to leave. And then he went to his room. And after some time, when Mother Sita saw Lord Ram's mouth was opened and kept, he was not able to close his mouth. And everybody's like, what happened? What happened? Why he's not able to close the mouth? And later on, they came to know that Hanuman, sitting in the other room, was going on snapping his fingers. He was saying Ram, 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 and he was snapping because he was not able to do physical service. He was doing mentally serving Lord Ram. So when his devotee is serving, Lord Ram had to yawn. And the snapping was going on and on that he could not close his mouth. So later on, Mata Sita and Lakshman came to know that Hanuman cannot live without service, serving Lord Ram, that they gave his service. Which Gunashri Mataji said was that when Mata Sita put one sindoor, and Hanumanji was so curious to ask, like, why you're putting sindoor? And Mata Sita kept on explaining to Hanumanji so many other things that she got tired and she just told him that, oh, that's because Lord Ram likes it when you put sindoor. Means this color. So Hanumanji put the sindoor all over his body. That's why that ceremony goes on. No, you put kumkum, that color on top of Hanumanji. So that's the personal service. So that's Samibhya. Samibhya means your personal associate. You can see personal associate of the Lord. So Salokya is same planet. Okay. So these are the 5 types of mukti. All of you should know. Many of you were not knowing these 5 mukti. So Salokya means living on the same planet. You may not be personal associate. Like you're in the same house, but you may not be personally serving one person. You might be indirectly serving, or you're in the same locality, but you may not be associating. So like that, same planet. Shashti means having same opulence as the Lord. In Vaikuntha, everybody has same opulence as the Lord. Samibhya to be personal associate, which is basically to serve him personally. Sarupya is same bodily features, Rupa. Okay, what is the proof that we'll have the same bodily features in Vaikuntha? Any proof from Shastra to prove that Supriti Mataji?
Mataji, Vishnu Dutas, they are in same opulence as sort of.
Yeah, Vishnu Dutas. Where does they come?
In the Ajamila story, Mataji.
Ajamala's past time. Very good. So for Ajamala's, yes, Vishnu Dutas came, and in that form we know that they are 400. Where else? It's 400 form, yes. So when that story, when Ajamala was about to die and he called up Narayan, so the Vishnu Dutas 400 came. Beautiful form. There's 2 more places, no? The Vishnu Dutas are coming. Or you can, yes, Shubhamai Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. When the 4 Kumaras, they go to...
Very nice. Yeah. To Vaikuntha, the 7th gate, right? Who were there?
They were Vijay.
Jaya and Vijay.
Jaya Vijay were
So
there.
Jaya and Vijaya were on the 7th gate of Vaikuntha, and when the 4 Kumaras went, Jaya Vijaya stopped them, and that cursing and all happened. So that time Jaya Vijayas also had 400 form. Our TOVP is having big Jaya Vijayas installed. So that's 400 forms. So that that proves it's Sarubhya, the same form as the Lord. Where else? So one is Ajamala's pastime, and next is 4 Kumaras.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The other one is Dundukari Mataji, when they came to take Dundukari along with them.
Dundukari and that story of Konkani and Dundukari. So he got the 400 form and he went back to Godhead. In the chat, they put Gajendra Moksha, Deepali Madan says, yes, when Gajendra called out to the Lord, so that time the Lord came in the on Garuda. But that is not 400, that is the form of the Lord. But I'm asking Sarubhya Bhakti. Yes, Supriti Mataji. Where else?
Mataji, Dhruva Maharaj, when they were taking back.
Yes, very good. Yeah, so when Dhruva Maharaj was going back to Godhead and he asked, where is my mother, Suniti? And she was also going another aeroplane. For Dhruva Maharaj, the Vishnu Dudas personally came to take him back. Even Ajamala's pastime towards the end, when he got a second chance, the Vishnu Dudas again came back. Even that time it was 400 form. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare
Any other
Krishna
place?
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji, when Devaki Mataji, when Krishna was born, so that time Krishna came in the 400 form before
No. Krishna's, this question is not about Krishna's 400 form. This is about Krishna's devotees 400 form. Or Sarubhya Mukti. Sarubhya means the devotees having same form as the Lord, like Jaya Vijaya, the Vishnu Dudas. No, these are all having the 400 form. Okay. Okay, these are some of the examples to show. So Salukya means same planet, Sashti same opulence, Samibhya personal associate, Sarubhya same bodily features. Okay, these 4 a devotee might agree, not a pure devotee, but a Madhyama or a Kanishta might agree for these liberations. But oneness, Egatva. Okay. So what does Prabodhananda Saraswati compares this Ekottam to, this oneness to? Okay, this is rejected, completely rejected by devotees. They doesn't like Sayuja Mukti, getting merged to the Brahman effulgence of the Lord. Hemu Mataji.
नहीं कटेंगे, चुपचाप आंसर लिखो, टाइम जा रहा तेरा, खींच लूंगी मैं पेपर.
What, Mataji?
Someone is talking.
What is it
Mataji is
compared to?
talking to somebody, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the impersonalist or the monist, but what is it compared to? Like this oneness is compared to Kaivalyam Narakayate. Kaivalyam Narakayate means this Kaivalyam, that is Egatvam or becoming oneness with the Lord, is Narakayate. It's like hell for a devotee. A devotee doesn't want to be with becoming one with the Lord. It's like an offense because he is the supreme personality of God. For Mayavadis or monists or atheists, I mean, for a Mayavadi or impersonalist, they think the Lord is Brahman, right? It's a Jyoti, and they want to merge into that Jyoti. How is it possible that Egattam or oneness is not possible? Yes, it's possible. In what way? What is the real form or meaning of Egattam or oneness? Oneness is possible for devotees also, but not in merging with the Lord, but
the same in quality.
Same in quality, very good. And any other way, Shuddha Mataji? There's one more way.
Mataji, same answers. Same in quality, but not in quantity.
Quantity, okay. Oneness also means the same thinking as the Lord. Like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a dream of spreading Krishna consciousness. Who carried it? Srila Prabhupada, right? So that means pure devotees' intentions or dream is one with that of the Lord. So that is also oneness, like the same goal, Eke He Purunantara. So one goal or one dream. So that is also Ekatva, okay, or oneness. So these are the 5 types of mukti: Salokya, Sashti, Samipya, Sarubhya, and Sayuja. So the demons will get Sayuja mukti. But those who were in Kurukshetra war did not get Sayuja mukti. Why? So pure devotee does not accept any kind of liberation. That's called moksha lagukrit. Yes, Manasi Mataji.
Mataji, because the Kauravas didn't get the Sayujya Mukti because they were constantly seeing the divine form of Lord Krishna.
So what mukti did they get?
They get Sarupya Mukti.
Sarupya. Yes, Dinesh Prabhu. Any other reason?
But that is the main reason, because they were face to face with Lord Krishna. They had divine vision, so they did not. They got Sarupya Mukti.
Okay, so when you compare Arjuna with Bhishma, what positive thing was Bhishma having, which Arjuna didn't have? Anybody knows? Anybody can answer.
Full faith. He had faith on Krishna.
Bhishma had more faith than Arjuna?
Hare Krishna Mataji. May I Mataji?
Ah, yes, Prabhu.
Bhishma was in front of Krishna, Lord Krishna.
Huh? Yeah.
Bhishma.
Yes,
but
very
Arjuna
good.
was in that side.
Bhishma Dev could see Krishna face to face. What was Arjuna doing? Arjuna was behind Krishna. Like Partha Sarathi. Krishna became the Sarathi of Arjuna. So that means Krishna was, Krishna became the chariot driver of Arjuna. That means Arjuna was behind Krishna. Arjuna could not see the face of Krishna. But what was Bhishma Dev doing? Bhishma Dev was facing direct face to face with Krishna, which is the best benediction anybody can get, to see the Parthasarathi form. So that this one plus point which Bhishma was having when compared to Arjuna, and Bhishma seeing that beautiful two-handed form, the Shyam Sundar form of the Lord, the Dwaraka form actually, but then he left, and then he was reciting Vishnu Sahasranam. So that, forget about that. What about the people in the battlefield? This is from Bhishma's Day, if you want reference. First Canto 9 chapter verse 36, 35. It says, it is said that all the fighters who assembled on the battlefield of Kurukshetra attained salvation by personally seeing the Lord at the time of death. Okay, personally. And somewhere Prabhupada mentions, so it's not Sayujamu. So that means the Lord doesn't do any wrong in any circumstances, because he's all good at all times. Okay. So this means they got a chance to see the Lord. So normally Krishna was very merciful to the opposite party, because they would not have. So those who are preachers taking level 1 classes, you can all go through this Bhishma Stuti. I think First Canto 9 chapter was 32 to 42, 10 verses. You can have more explanation and Bhagavad Gita when you take the class, because here you can see so many things. The first chapter has been explained by Srila Prabhupada. Very nice purport Prabhupada gives, which will help you to answer many questions in level 1, and also to have a good idea of what actually happened in the battlefield. So here it is said, all the fighters, they were personally seeing the Lord at the time of death, and Krishna was more merciful to the opposite party. Why? They wouldn't have got salvation by dying at home in ordinary course of life, right? All of them, Duryodhan, Dushasan, all of them, all the Kauravas, everyone, if they would have died at home, they will never get salvation. But here, they got a chance to see the Lord at the time of death and attain salvation from material life. So isn't it Krishna became more merciful to Kauravas than Pandavas? Right? So even though when Krishna is killing somebody, even that time it is mercy for them, it is good for them, because they got a chance to see the Lord. So God is all good. Whatever he does is for everyone's good. Now you can take home this lesson. Sometimes we feel, why Krishna is making me suffer like this? Why this is happening to me? Why? But Lord is all good. It's all our karma coming back. Whatever he does is for everyone's good. So Krishna killing the demons is also good for them, because they're going to get Sarupya Mukti. Okay. I forgot where it actually comes, but somewhere Krishna mentions, Prabhupada mentions that it is actually Sarupya Mukti, because they have got a chance to see the Lord face to face. Okay, so if you read these purports, it's very beautiful purport. So Bhishma Dev actually had a desire to see Krishna, and that's why Krishna promised to keep that desire. Okay, so but then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted which mukti out of these 5? Yes.
None, Mataji.
Yeah, so he was
None of the above, Mataji.
rejecting everything, right? He said, Mama, Janmani, Janmanishware Bhavadar Bhakti Rahetu. He wanted Bhakti. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Nadanam Janam Na Sundarim Kavitam Vajakati Shakame. Mama Janmani, Janmanishware Bhavadar Bhakti Rahetu. So he didn't have any desire for liberation. Who else rejected liberation? Any other devotee?
Haridas Thakur.
Bilvamangala Thakur.
Villamangala Thakur. Deval Mataji, what does Villamangala Thakur say about Mukti? I mean, what was his view?
That it's standing at its door, but he doesn't want to accept it. He just wants to
folded hand. Yeah, so he says that Mukti Muguladhanjali Swayam Sevaya Rasmin. In the sense, Mukti Muguladhanjali with his folded hands. She's standing at my doorstep. Sevaya Rasmin. She's asking, should I serve you? But Villamangala Thakur is not happy with it. So this is what is Kaivalyam. Kaivalyam means Kaivalyam Naragayate. Okay, so he will see this. A pure devotee does not desire ekotva. Ekotva means Sayuja Mukti or oneness with the Lord, as desired by impersonalists, mental speculators, and meditators. To become one with the Lord is beyond the dream of a pure devotee. Sometimes he might accept promotion to Vaikuntha plan to serve the Lord, but he never accept merging into the Brahman effulgence because he considers this worse than hellish. Such ekotva merging into the effulgence is called Kaivalyam. Kaivalyam Naragaya. It's like hell. But the happiness derived from Kaivalyam is considered to be by a pure devotee to be hellish. So devotee is fond of rendering service to the Lord, and that the 5 kinds of liberation are not important to him. Because the happiness which you get from liberation is nothing when compared to the happiness you get from devotional service. What is the analogy used? The second module, Bhagavad Gita, we learned that analogy. The happiness derived from liberation is compared to what? When compared to the happiness derived from devotional service. Analogy. Sunita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Happiness in the liberation mode, it is calf's hoof print, Mataji.
Very nice.
And happiness for the devotees is the ocean, Mataji.
Yeah, very good. She's very intelligent. Your memory power is very good, Mataji. So, nice. Tadami Buddhi Yogam. Krishna is only giving the intelligence. Very nice example. So, the happiness which you get from liberation is compared to the water in the calf's hoof print. How much is it? This much. That small, a calf is so small and his hoof print will be this much. How much ever a calf can be this much. So, that's the happiness which you get from liberation. But the happiness in devotional service is like ocean. You can dive into it and drink and swim and whatnot. So that's the analogy that is given. So if one is engaged in pure transcendental loving service, it is understood that he already achieved 5 kinds of liberation. So in this chapter, the 4th chapter, it is saying about liberation. Devotional service surpasses all liberation. So in the first paragraph, Prabhupada mentions that somebody is praying to have lot of millions of tongues and ears. Who is that? So that I can hear and chant the holy name. Prithu Maharaj. Now, better we take raised hands, okay? Lavanya Mataji raised hand. Okay, so Prithu Maharaj. Lavanya Mataji, who else prayed like that, you know? Someone else also prayed like that. Who else knows? I want to have millions and billions of ears and tongue. Charu Mataji?
Rupa Goswami Mataji.
Yeah, very good. Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami also prayed the same way, that let me have millions and billions of ears and tongues so that I can chant and hear the glories of the holy name. So that means liberation is nothing for them. So the liberation is secondary for a devotee, because liberation is already a byproduct of bhakti. Okay. So these are the different types of liberations which we should know. And these liberations are considered hellish for a devotee. Okay, but for a non-devotee, this merging into the Brahman effulgence is what they want. They want to merge into the Brahman effulgence. What is it compared to, the analogy of merging into the Brahman effulgence?
The green parrot entering the tree, Mataji.
No, that is not liberation. That is not impersonalism. That is personalism. Deval Mataji.
Bubbles in the ocean.
Bubbles in the ocean. Very good. So the devotees are like? What in the
bubbles?
Ocean?
Yeah, they are like bubbles.
The impersonals are like bubbles, but the devotees
Oh, the
are like
devotees are like the fishes.
fishes. Yeah. So the bubbles in the ocean. So when you see the bubbles, what happens when the bubble breaks? It merges into that ocean. And after some time, after so many waves, again the bubbles are created. So impersonals are like that. They try to merge into the Brahman effulgence. And Ahriu Hitrachena Param Padam Padantiyada. Again they come back. They think Vimuktamanina, that we are liberated. They think they are liberated, but they are not. So bubbles in the ocean is like that. But a fish in the ocean, or as Mataji said, the green tree in a green parrot in a green tree, that's like personalism. That is individualism. There is individuality. There is no merging into their effulgence. So a pure devotee, a bird in the tree can enjoy the fruits in that tree. A fish in the ocean can enjoy the pearls and pebbles in the ocean. So that's how a devotee is swimming into the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, right? Yeah, pure devotees are compared to sharks in the sense because they can dive deep. No, we should not become superficial fish. Okay. So that's what the 4th chapter talks about. So what's the analogy given about bell metal? Who knows the analogy of bell metal? Bell metal. No idea?
With the help of mercury, it turns to gold, Mataji. Like,
I think Ganeshan Prabhu raised his hand. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The bell metal, when it is mixed with mercury, it becomes gold.
Yeah, very good.
Similarly, yeah. Similarly, a person. I'm sorry. Similarly, a person thinking about the Supreme Lord becomes. That's what I think, Mataji. I'm not able to get it clear. Hare Krishna. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Deval Mataji.
Yeah, similarly, a person can be changed into a Brahmana by Diksha or, by initiation process under a spiritual master.
Yes. So that's why it's very important to take shelter of the Guru. Okay. So can we have a quick recap? So what are the three types of bhakti? Okay, I'll just take restart. Yeah, Ganeshan Prabhu, 3 types of bhakti. Or who is it? Yeah, Sunita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Karma Bhakti, Karma Gnana and Karma Gnana and
Bhakti. 3 types of bhakti. Karma?
No, not that Mataji. Sorry.
Prafula Mataji.
Sadhana Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti Mataji.
Very good. So sadhana, bhava and prema. So in sadhana bhakti, Deval Mataji, what are the 2 types? Sadhana bhakti?
Vaidhi sadhana and Raganuga.
Vaidhi and Raganuga bhakti. So Manasi, sadhana bhakti means what?
Mataji, sadhana bhakti means doing practicing, means like doing chanting, doing devotional service.
So devotional service in practice is sadhana bhakti. What about bhava bhakti? Bhava bhakti is devotional service in?
It's in ecstasy, Mataji.
Ecstasy, good. So ecstasy is bhava bhakti and prema bhakti is devotional service in
bliss, eternal.
Pure love.
Pure love. And there is samanya bhakti also, no? Before that, samanya bhakti. Okay, so there are 64 items in sadhana bhakti actually. Okay, so if you go through 6 to 13 chapter, we have summarized everything in short so that because there's nothing much to explain. If you just keep reading, you'll understand. Only the explanation is required is about the 64 items of sadhana bhakti. But in that, the 5 is more important. Which are they? This is called Panjanga Bhakti. What is Panjanga Bhakti by Rupa Goswami? And this is there in Srila Prabhupada's morning program. Yes. Who never answered? Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It is worshipping the deities, then hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, associating among devotees, and then Sankirtana, and then living in a holy place like Mathura or
Yeah, very
Vrindavan.
good. So this is called Panchanga Bhakti. Okay, Panchanga Bhakti is nothing but the main 5 important limbs of Bhakti. There is chanting the holy name, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, associated with devotees, deity worship, and Dham Vas or Madhura Vas. So these are the 5 things which all of us should do because very, very important. Okay. Yeah, so there are 64 items actually, but then most important is the first 5. And okay, so first 10 is the pravritti, do's, and 11 to 12, 20 is the nivrittis or don'ts, and 44 additional items also, that is items of sadhana, and 5 potent items of sadhana. That's what we discuss now, the 5 most potent items. It's there in a morning program, right? If you see for Mangalarti, there is association. Either you come online or offline, you meet devotees, you can see devotees, that is association. And you're worshipping deities directly, either you're doing deity worship, or even if you're just seeing Mangalarti, it's like you have already done it. So you're doing deity worship. Then there is chanting, 5 to 7, you sit and chant. Then after that, there is Shravanam, Bhagavad Shravanam classes there. So when you do all these 4, that place is Vrindavan or Madhura, wherever there's Krishna's holy name is chanted and heard and everything, that's Vrindavan. So your own house can be Vrindavan just by chanting the holy name and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and everything. So, so this is there in our morning program. So Prabhupada says, if you're not lazy, you should not become lazy in Krishna consciousness. You have to get up early, take a bath, attend Mangalarti, online or offline, sit and chant the rounds, hear Srimad Bhagavatam daily. If this becomes a routine for you, then you see how your life. First, if you finish 60, I came to know most of you are not doing 60 at a stretch. So many problems, working mothers, children at home, or whatever reasons are. Still, if we have determination, we can definitely cut down our sleep and social media and try to get up early. Prabhupada's like voluntarily, we have to accept these inconveniences in life. You have to come out of your comfort zone. Then only there's growth in bhakti. If you try to be comfort, then there will not be advancement so much. But if you try to finish 16 rounds in early morning, whole day you'll have a lot of time for reading and everything. But you just skip that time in Brahma Muhurta, then chanting goes on and on and on. It takes the entire day. And you don't have time for any other things to do, right? So all of you agree with me, because that's practical, that we know, we have experienced that if you finish your sadhana early, unless you're serving like somebody dressing the deities or cooking for the Lord in the morning at home, some service, fine, but you should have your own sadhana time. So it's very important to have a perfect sadhana, right? And that's the 5 most important items of sadhana bhakti. The rest, everything is the importance of accepting bona fide spiritual master. So as Mata said, it's very important to have a spiritual master, right? So that's how a bell metal can be turned to a gold just by everything with mercury. That's how we are all in impure stage. But when we are associating with our guru, spiritual master, then we can get it purified. So Guru Padashraya is very important to accept the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. So who was the Diksha Guru of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yes, Sudha Madhavi.
Ishwarapuri Mataji.
Ma? Ishwarapuri. Who was the Sannyas Guru? Sannyas Guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was a Mayavadi. Sunita
Keshav Bharati.
Yeah, Keshav Bharati. So and Lord Ram, Guru of Lord Ram.
Vasishta Mataji.
Vashishta. So here and Lord and Krishna also had a guru, no? Sarvandi Mataji.
Sandipani Rishimuni Mataji.
Yeah, Sandipani. So even when Lord Bhagavan Krishna Swayam came out, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Ram, they are that's showing us by example. Okay, who else? Who else also accepted? There are so many examples, but in the Supreme Personality Godhead accepting a guru, which are the incarnation? You know, you remember when the Lord came, the different avatars of the Lord. Anybody having a guru? It comes in the
Mataji, I couldn't hear the question. Can you please repeat? Sorry,
incarnation
Mataji.
of the Lord who had a guru, in the sense when he came as any incarnation avatar. Okay, Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramchandra, then who else had gurus? What about Lipsa Mataji? You know?
No, Mataji.
Okay. This comes in the first canto, 6th chapter, 5th chapter, 6th chapter. When Lord came as Vyasdev, Krishna Dvaipayana Vyas, he accepted Narad Muni, right? Vyasdev was so depressed and he was not happy. And Narad Muni, as spiritual master, came and asked, what happened to you? That's because you didn't write about Krishna. You didn't write about devotional service. Start writing Bhagavatam. And Vyasdev also, although being the Supreme Personality Godhead, showed the part of an Acharya, or showed us by example that we should have a spiritual master. Others who have written in the chat, they are not Krishna's incarnation in the sense, there's no, okay. So, Sri Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam, taking initiation from the spiritual master, okay. So, to take initiation from spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, who was his guru? Who was the guru of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati? Yes, Sarvadeva.
Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Mataji.
Yeah. So Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, even though he was illiterate, he said that I'm not going to accept anyone as my disciple. He didn't want to accept, but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati got the order from his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that you have to take initiation from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji only. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, on the other hand, was a great scholar and so learned, and materially Gaur Kishore Das Babaji was illiterate, but spiritually he was very, very advanced, very, very advanced. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was not given initiation because Gaur Kishore Das Babaji used to say, you come tomorrow, I have to ask Gauranga, oh, I forgot to ask. But then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati threatened him somehow, like, if you don't give me initiation, I'm going to commit suicide. Just like that. And then Gaur Kishore Das Babaji had to initiate him. And so that means he's showing Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is a manjari. But still, he's showing us by example that how it's very important to take initiation from the spiritual master. Vishrambena Guru Seva. Obeying orders of the spiritual master out of affection and reverence for the spiritual master. Yeah. So Brahmana in Sri Ranga temple. Who knows that story? Brahmana in Sri Ranga temple. Illiterate Brahmana, to be more specific. The story of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visiting Sri Ranga. Yes.
Mataji, the illiterate man, he was reading the Bhagavad Gita, but he was holding the Bhagavad Gita and he was crying and crying. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked, like, why you are crying? So he said the book is, I mean, I don't remember properly. He was saying he held the book and he said he couldn't read it. So he said the written thing is so good, and how will the Lord look? I mean, I don't remember it clearly. So he kept on crying. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, and what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say to him after that? Manasi Mandaji? Yeah, you're right. So what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
Can you
say?
repeat the question?
Okay, what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say to the Brahmana, the little Brahmana?
He said that the Brahmana has already understood the essence of the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah. So that means he is the most literate person. So that's what Mahaprabhu said. Who said you are illiterate? You are the most educated because you understood Krishna. So that illiterate Brahmana, even though he was illiterate, he was actually following the orders of his spiritual master. His spiritual master knew that the disciple was illiterate. Still, the spiritual master said to him, daily read Bhagavad Gita. So everyone was shocked. How come the guru gives such an order? So just taking Bhagavad Gita, he saw the Krishna's charioted form, and started crying, thinking the affection of Krishna. So that's a literary Brahmana Srirangam. And Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam, Varnanam. That means to follow the footsteps of other saintly teachers. Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's reaction on Sri Vallabhacharya's Srimad Bhagavatam commentary. Okay. So yeah. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, so when Vallabhacharya gave commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted it. And also Mahaprabhu used to say Sridhar Swami's commentary is the best actually. So even though he is Supreme Personality Godhead, he was accepting Shastra. Okay, Saddharma Pricha. Saddharma Pricha means it is the desire to inquire from the spiritual master. That is called Saddharma Pricha. Right? To inquire. Tadvidi Pranipadena Pariprashnena Seveya Upadeshandite Jnanam Jnanina Tattvadarshi. To inquire from the spiritual master like Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, approaching Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? So what did Sanatana Goswami ask Mahaprabhu first? Yes, Prafula Mataji.
Who am I? He asked, who am I?
Who am I? K-Ami.
Who am I? Like that he asked.
Yeah, K-Ami. Who am I? So he's asking like, okay, he's the Sanatana Goswami is so learned scholar, but still he's asking, who am I in the sense, who are we, like with spirit soul, about spiritual inquiries was done. And Dhritarashtra's inquiry was in Arjuna's inquiry. So is there any difference in Dhritarashtra's inquiries and the first chapter, and then later on Arjuna's inquiry? What did Dhritarashtra inquire in the first chapter? Jyoti Mataji. Gita.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Sadhar Pranam Mataji, Dhritarashtra's inquiry was that in the beginning of the chapter that tell me in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, O Sanjay, what is the position of my sons and Pandu's sons? And his inquiry was because he was frightened that there should be no compromise in the two parties. He knew that Arjuna and Pandavas, they are very virtuous, and the father of religion, Lord Krishna, is with them, and Kurukshetra is a battlefield which is worshipped even by the demigods. So and his sons are spiritually blind like him, and so he didn't want any compromise. He was afraid that the influence of battlefield may have an impact on the two parties. So that's why he inquired. He didn't want a compromise. And Arjuna's inquiry was that when Arjuna told Lord Krishna that please take the chariot in between, I want to see the people assembled in both the in the Kaurava side. He wanted to see all those people who were willing to even who had been overcome by greed and were willing to even kill their own family members for this wealth and all that, who were overcome by lust and had forgotten the Almighty. So he just wanted to see them. That who?
Yeah. Okay. So the thing was, Dhritarashtra was asking like, what did they do? Did they fight? And he was just asking material things. But Arjuna was inquiring about spirit soul and everything. So that is Saddharma Pricha. Even Parikshit Maharaj, right? Parikshit Maharaj is inquiring about the absolute truth. So it's very important to accept a bona fide spiritual master. Samir Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, the difference between what Dhritarashtra's questions and Arjuna's question is, like Dhritarashtra's question was self-centered and Arjuna's question was for the benefit of the world. Mataji. This is
yeah. So that's why Krishna and even Shukadeva Goswami told to Parikshit Maharaj that your questions are good for everyone. Means it is good, beneficial for everyone. It's not only for your individual benefit, right? For everyone, those questions were told. Yes, Dinesh Prabhu.
Mataji, it was Dhritarashtra's inquiry was selfish and materially motivated, whereas Arjuna's queries, all the questions were related to welfare of entire humanity.
Yes, so these are some of the differences. So we have to understanding Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru's difference. So Shiksha Guru can be many, but Diksha Guru is only one. And there's various moods and desires of Srila Prabhupada inherited by the various disciples. And Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent Shiksha Guru. What do you mean by that? Preeminent Shiksha Guru. Prabhupada being the preeminent Shiksha Guru. Yes. Yes, Sunita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. He will remain the Shiksha Guru for all the coming generations, Mataji.
Yeah. So we are following all his books, right? After that, his disciples and all written the books. But then main books which we follow is Prabhupada. And he's a founder Acharya and preeminent Shiksha Guru. He is like that permanent for everyone. Even for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they accept Srila Prabhupada as their Shiksha Guru because they are also following our books. Because in Gaudiya Mutt, even though Bhakti Saraswati Thakur said that books are like Brihat Mridanga, big Mridanga. Now, when you play a small mridanga, it can be heard only within the four walls. But when you play a big mridanga, the whole place, a community can be heard. So this printing press or books are like that Brihat Mridanga, where everywhere the message of God can go. So, but the Gaudiya Vaishnavas were not able to do so much. Prabhupada's God brothers. So Prabhupada did, and because of that, Gaudiya Vaishnavas also they study Prabhupada's books. So in that way, he becomes Shiksha Guru for them also. So he's preeminent Shiksha Guru for all of us. And importance of understanding Diksha Guru is one. He's the one who formally connects us to the parampara and takes away your sin, nullifies the karmas and everything, and gives you the spiritual name. Yeah, initiation. Shiksha Guru can be many that they are. And there's one more Guru. Who's that? Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, and
Pradarshana Guru Mataji.
Father Pradarshan or Paripradarshan Guru, somebody like a mother or a grandmother who actually showed the devotional path first. So Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamananda Prabhu and Srinivas Acharya were studying under Jiva Goswami. So they become Shiksha Guru or Shiksha disciples of Jiva Goswami. Even our parampara is Diksha Shiksha. Shiksha disciples, not Diksha actually. Bhakti Das, Harakrishna Das Babaji was not initiated by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It was Shiksha. Okay, so in our parampara also there is Shiksha. Okay, you can post the attendance link. I'll just make you all co-host.
Hey, Adi.
So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays has been posted. Please fill that attendance form. Okay, anybody in this class attending more than one Bhakti Shastri? Please raise your hand. Smile. Okay. So accepting initiation from the spiritual master is very important, and receive the instruction from him. Guru Mukha Padmavakya Chitte De Koriyaika Arana Kori Gomanaya. Or to learn Srimad Bhagavatam seriously with all respect and veneration from the spiritual master. Hearing and speaking Srimad Bhagavatam is the religious process that elevates one to the platform of serving and loving the Supreme Personality of God. So it's very important to serve Krishna under the spiritual master and hear Srimad Bhagavatam from the right source. Okay, so it's very important. And one should learn Srimad Bhagavatam seriously with all respect and from the right source. Then it will elevate us to the platform of serving and loving the Supreme Personality of God. The attitude of the disciple should be to satisfy the bona fide spiritual master. Then it will be very easy for him to understand the spiritual knowledge. So that's what even you can see here, right? Prabhupada used to listen to Bhakti Shastri from the front row. He used to sit in front and listen. Bhakti Shastri saw that as a special qualification of Apaicharan and gave him first and second initiation, right? Because he loved to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Serving the spiritual master with faith and confidence. So in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 17th chapter, verse 27, it says, "My dear Uddhava, the spiritual master must be accepted not only as my representative, but as my very self. He must never be considered on the same level with an ordinary human being." So anybody knows how Narottam Das Thakur was serving his guru, Lokanath Swami? And Narottam Das Thakur is the one who wrote so many Vaishnava bhajans. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, then Radha Krishna Pranamora, right? So many kirtans he have written. Yes, Charu Mataji, how did he serve?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Narottam Das Thakur wants to get initiation from Loknath Swami Maharaj, but Loknath Swami Maharaj, like Gaur Kishore Babaji, he was not planning to initiate any disciples. He was thinking that he does not have the enough qualifications, so he just wanted to serve Krishna. But Krishna knows that Loknath Swami Maharaj is elevated, but Narottam Das Thakur, he did not lead. So what happened was, one day when Loknath Swami Maharaj went for his morning rituals, at that time Narottam Das Thakur followed him, and after some time he also cleaned up that area. So when Loknath Swami Maharaj saw that who did this activity, who is anybody there, at that time he came to know that it was Narottam Das Thakur. And also sometime later, Lord Krishna also told that please accept Narottam Das Thakur as your disciples. You are eligible to give this initiation. So that's how Narottam Das Thakur served Loknath Swami Maharaj.
Yes. So that's the most abominable type of service, but still he used to do that when his guru used to go to attend nature's call. So he used to clean that place, and Loknath Swami was thinking like, who is doing this? And finally he was hiding, and he saw it was Narottam Das Thakur, because he wanted to take initiation from Loknath Goswami. So because it is said that Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra, he is Hari himself. But the spiritual master never agreed that he is God, right? And giving up the company of non-devotees should also be done, like how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dealing with Maharaj Pratapritra. Does anyone know how did he deal with Maharaj Pratapritra, the king of Orissa? I think not many have read Chaitanya Charitamrita. No, you should read.
Mataji, I can try.
Yes, Ankita Mat.
Mataji, the Maharaj wanted to, meet the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he sent messengers to meet him with the message. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu absolutely rejected, saying, "Why will I meet somebody who's busy in the mundane daily activities?" And he rejected the proposal, which actually disappointed the Maharaj Rudra Pratap highly. And what happened gradually, that his advisors told him that, okay, now this Rath Yatra is going to take place, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will definitely come. So what you do is, you be present over there. Now, the Maharaj was very intelligent. Now, what he did is, he went a couple of steps further. He started cleaning the path where the Rath Yatra was to be taken place. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu witnessed this, and that is the time he actually, blessed him with his presence, and he was happy that he was serving the Lord. So this is the background as to why the Maharaj over there cleans the path of the Rath Yatra. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So actually Maharaj Pratapritra was a great devotee, but then Mahaprabhu showing us, for example, that he was his sannyas form, and then Mahaprabhu Pratapritra was the king, a material person in the sense, Grihastha, and because of that he didn't want to meet him. But then he gave a blessing to his son, Pratapratra's son, and later on he was hiding, and then somehow got darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu was, even though Pratapratra Varma was a great devotee, still he was just showing how a king means what? managing all money and power and everything, right? Materialistic. But he was a devotee king. So that is different matters. And Gadadhar Pandit dealing with Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Does anyone know who is Pundarik Vidyanidhi? He was actually Rishabhanu Maharaj in Krishna Leela. So Pundarik Vidyanidhi, okay, once what happened, he is also in a kingly position. So he was very opulently dressed, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. He was having nice scented oils, then his hair, everything was so silky, and he used to use some costly silk clothes and such posh dressing and everything. So once Gadadhar Pandit went to meet Pundarik Vidyanidhi, and just by seeing him externally, he thought within himself that how can this person be a devotee? Because he's so attached to all material things, right? And at that time, somebody chanted, I forgot who was chanted this verse of Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kudam Jijam Sayapyaya Dasati Labe Gadim Tatrichitam Tadanyam Kamvayaptayolam Sharanam Rachemi. Like Krishna is so merciful that he gave the position of mother to Putana, who gave poison to him. Just by hearing this, Pundarik Vidyanidhi fell on the ground just by hearing this, and he started shivering. His whole body started shivering, and there was blood coming from his sweat pores, and there was froth, and there was crying, tears from his eyes, and he went into ecstasy. Seeing this, Gadadhar Pandit got a shock, because Gadadhar Pandit never thought that Pundarik Vidyanidhi, so attached to material things, can. So he started avoiding him, thinking he's not devotee, but he was not a non-devotee. And later on, Gadadhar Pandit actually took initiation from there, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Because Gadadhar Pandit is who? None other than Radharani. And Pundarik Vidyanidhi was Rishabhanu Maharaj, that is Radharani's father in Krishna. So a guru didn't have to accept unfit disciples. Okay, constructs many temple or reading many books. Actually, rector of devotion reject this, to read many books. Reading many books in the sense, you can see here, if one become a bookworm and read many books, scriptures, and hearing many commentaries and instructions on many men, this will produce doubt within the heart. One cannot in this way ascertain the real goal of life. So many books doesn't mean Prabhupada's books. Many books in different sampradayas, like sampradaya is also fine, but then going into impersonalist books, Mayavadi books, or some Advaita philosophy books, all that will give a lot of doubt, because in one, we are appreciating the form of the Lord, and the other one, they're saying about, and they'll convince you that the Lord doesn't have a form. That's how the books are written. So reading so many books will actually not help us to progress in bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada on disciple who neglect principles of devotional service immediately after initiation. So Prabhupada says we have to follow the four related principles, otherwise the process doesn't work. And some of the Prabhupada's disciples were distributing books. Prabhupada called and asked, do you read those books? And they're like, no, Prabhupada. No, Prabhupada, we never read. So Prabhupada's like, how do you distribute if you're not reading my books? You're so busy in distributing that you don't have time to read my books. So Prabhupada was sarcastically chastising them that unless you read, you won't be able to distribute. So, okay, so Bhakti Saraswati also was telling to the Gaudiya Math people that they were also, you can break the temple and sell those bricks in order to print books. That's what Bhakti Saraswati used to say. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila also it says, Bahushastre Bahuvakya Chitta Brahmahaya Sadhya Sadhana Sreshtana Haya Nishaya Bahushastre Bahavakya Brahma Haya, Chitte Brahma Haya. So we should not read so many Shastras and so many scriptures from different sampradayas. It will confuse us actually. Okay, so it is said that before jumping to Goswami books and other community books, we should read Srila Prabhupada's books 6 times, every book. Just imagine reading Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita will take a lot of time. So straightforwardness is important in one's ordinary dealing. And there is Gopinath Patnaik, was the brother of Sri Ramananda Rai. He was a governor and he was also spending money. And at some point, he forgot how this money was spent. So he was just keeping the accounts in a wrong way, that he was not able to pay the debts to the government. And finally, he was about to be hanged to death. And then what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saved him actually. Okay, so Mahaprabhu made the king understand that Gopinath Patnaik was innocent. He was a brother of Sri Ramananda Rai. Okay, so that means Ramananda Rai is Vishaka Sati Arjuna. So Gopinath Patnaik is also one of the Pandavas associates. So later on, Mahaprabhu saved him, and so Gopinath Patnaik got a promotion with double salary also. Okay, because of that. Okay, so in this today we discussed about the liberation. So the 5 types of liberation, right? So here it is said about Sayujya, Samipya, Salokya, Sashti. But a devotee rejects all these types. And what is oneness compared to? Or Egatvam? Anybody can unmute and say.
Kaivalya.
Kaivalyam.
Kaivalya means liberation, but oneness, Narakayade, you should say. So Narakayade, yeah. So Kaivalya, Narakayade, that means that oneness is equal to a hell, more than a hell for a devotee. And we saw the analogy of a bell metal, and also in the 64 limbs of sadhana bhakti, the most important is the 5 types of thing which is there in the morning program. Okay, and we also saw in sadhana bhakti there is Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, Raganuga bhakti. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti means under the spiritual master. So under the spiritual master means what? Guru Ashraya, Ado Guru Ashraya. Prabhupada says now some of you are, because at home conditions you're not able to take shelter, not able to take initiation. That's okay. Prabhupada says once you're following my instructions, you become my disciple. In the sense, you're disciples. Prabhupada will take charge of you. Okay, so initiation is just a formality if we are not actually following all the rules and regulations. So it is the desire to get initiated. That itself is like you're initiated. So accepting a spiritual master is really important. Accepting means not Vapu, but Vani Seva, following the instructions of the spiritual master. Because that is nothing but the instructions from God. Right, so that's what a pure devotee does. And then we have to give up the company of non-devotees. Asat Sangat Tyage Vei Vaishnavachar. We should give up the association of non-devotees, because what will happen if we associate with non-devotees? Our mind also get contaminated, and we will lose taste in devotional service. Okay, so but we should know who a devotee is, who's a non-devotee. That only a Madhyama stage will do. Like initially when I came to ISKCON, I was seeing everyone with Tilak and Kantimaya, and I was thinking everybody is Uttamadhikari. And I was fooled also so many times, because we don't know. We are initially neophytes in Krishna consciousness. We don't know. But others, they might be senior to us, but we feel like, but we don't know the actual person how he is. So you should definitely go through senior devotee. Then only when you do Mukhya Makhyadi Prichati, that is revealing your mind, that should be done only to confidential devotees, somebody who can help you. Okay, most of the people, they are happy that we have problem, and most of them cannot help us. They are very sympathetic, but they can't help. But there's only very few of them who can really give you a solution. So we should see who's a non-devotee, who's a non-devotee from inside, within inside. That will take time actually. So it's better to go through a senior disciple, senior devotee who you know, and then open up the mind, because that is a part of association. Okay, and Prabhupada also explained not to read so many books and get confused, but to be fixed in devotional service, you have to read your. Actually, it is said first 1 year before initiation, 1 year, you should hear your guru's lectures. You should try to know more about the guru. Our guru, after shelter, you're given 6 months time, right? So that they assess you. They won't be directly able to do, but there are other Shiksha gurus who know that we are chanting 16 rounds, check with you and all that. Then you're given initiation. And Brahmanic is more tough in the sense 1 year time it takes to know that actually they are following and everything, they're serving and everything's a lot of service. Then the Brahmanic initiation happens. But that all will go through Shiksha gurus. Okay, so we should know who devotee is, who's a non-devotee, and try to accept the guru. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So the first verse is Anyabhilashita Shunyam. We learned from Bhakti Sindhu. Okay. So start learning all the verses, very important, because don't keep it towards the end to learn. Okay. How many verses? 4 verses, right? There's also Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. And other Sri Krishna Nama, Vinapa Vigrahim in the Seven Mukhi Jikwato Sameva Swaratida. Okay, so these three verses very important, and Nablish the Shunyam and all the verses. Try to understand the meaning. Because sloka exam, there will be meaning. And can anybody confirm how many slokas learned? 3 or 4?
3
4
Mataji.
Mataji.
4 Mataji.
4.
Okay.
4 Mataji.
Anyabhinasha Sunyam, then Sarvopadhyana Nuktam, Ada Sri Krishna Namadi, then this
Anasaktasya Vishayan.
Anasaktasya Vishaya Yadharham Upayujite, Nirbande Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya. Very nice. If you want, you can learn the other one also. Prapachika Dayaputi Hari Sambandhi Vastara Mokshivi Parityaga Vairagyam Falgu Puchati. That is Falgu Vairagya, but that's not needed. This Yukta Vairagya you should know.
What is the number, Mataji? Number for that?
Anasaktasya Vishaya number. Have to check. If you go to
Mataji, it is 1.2.255.
255, okay.
Yeah.
Mataji 225.
225. Anasaktasya Vishan is 225.
I think there is a correction there, Mataji. I don't know. I've striked it out and written 226.
234 is Sri Krishna, Ada Sri Krishna Namadi.
Ada Sri Krishna Namadi. Yeah, 1 to 255, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
There are 4 only.
Yeah, 1 to 255 it says Anasaktasya Vishya.
There was a printing mistake, I think, in that. It's typed as 225.
Oh, okay.
1, 11, 12 and 225 and 234.
Actually, this is that book, the real Bhakti Rasamrita book. Actually, that was translated by Vanaswami Maharaj, again Prabhupada's disciple. But then that's not actually needed for us because it's a big book and we won't be able to understand everything. So this is the verse 1.2.255, right? Anasaktasya. This is about Yukta Vairagya, that how we should use our things, everything's in Krishna service. Nirbande Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Muchate. If we have the Vairagya is, while remaining detached from them, it is said to be suitable for Bhakti.
To everyone बनाना पड़ेगा कि ये बातें सुनो.
Hare Krishna, please mute yourself before talking. Yeah, so here it is said, Anasaktasya Vishaya Yadhartha Vijre, Nirbande Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Muchate. Okay, Nirbande Krishna Sambandhe. So everything should be used in Krishna service, and that is yeah. So Anasaktasya Vishaya is very easy. Then there is one more, no? Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. Sarvopadhyana Bhaktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Uchade. That means when we involve all our senses in serving the master of sense, Rishikesha, 2 things can happen. Sarva Upadhi Vinirmukta. That all your material designations will get lost, and Tatparatvena Nirmalam. Your senses can get purified. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Uchade. So that is one more sloka. And the third one is very important. Ada Sri Krishna Namadi Napa Vedrahim Indre Sevan Mukhehi Chikwato Swayam Eva Sparatita. Ada Sri Krishna Nama Adi. When we start hearing about Krishna, Nama Adi means Nama Rupa Guna Lila. Name, form, quality, past tense. So Napa Vedrahim Indre. These 4 things cannot be understood by your blunt material senses. What should we do? Sevan Mukhehi Chikwato. We have to start serving through your tongue. By chanting and hearing Krishna Prasad, Swayam Eva Swarata, Krishna will reveal himself. So if you actually these slokas will help you in preaching also, whether it's level 1, level 2, whatever you're taking, this slokas will actually help you. When you take only Bhagavad Gita slokas, the audience are okay with you. But when you quote from Bhagavatam and other scriptures, they feel really nice. Okay. Okay, it's 255 then. Okay. So just see the PDF which is shared. No, all the groups have the PDF, right? Chant the slokas. So learn from that. Do you want audio of the sloka? Anybody wants audio for the sloka? So that you
Yes,
want.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Very good, Mataji.
Yeah, so you can hear the audio will help actually. When you keep hearing that audio, you get how to pronounce the words and the meter to in which it has to be pronounced, sung, and then slowly you try to repeat it, and it will be easy. Okay. Actually, most of us read only 19 chapters because only that much is there for our Bhakti Shastri curriculum. But it is said that we should read the whole book. We have if we have time. Any questions? Anything to add? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I want those who have given the names to contact me, Mataji. So far, only 2 Matajis have, 3 of them they have contacted me. That is Siddharth Prabhuji, Kripa Mataji, and one Mataji.
Yeah, others I think they have contacted Sri Devi Mataji, around 20, 25, 30 members, and they have made so. Yeah,
they had given the
you
names.
Already had 11 devotees, no, in the group.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so 11 plus 3 now. Okay. Yeah, others can contact Shubhamai Mataji. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I just had a question that regarding the last open book assignment, we didn't get our marks, grades, Mataji. So when are we going to get the grades, Mataji?
Which one? The third module?
Yes, Mataji, the open book module.
Which one? Closed or open?
Open one, Mataji.
Closed book is over now.
Assignment 2, Mataji. Assignment 2, module 3.
No. Is closed book over? No. So third
No,
chapter.
Mataji.
No.
When is it? 29?
29 February.
29.
Yes, Mataji.
Feb 29th. Oh, so the open book of the second one. Yeah. I'll give it this Thursday. I completely missed it. Yes, Deval Mataji.
Thank you,
Mataji, question about this Arjuna and Vishaka Sakhi. So Arjuna was expansion of Vishaka Sakhi, but they both were present during the Dwapar Yuga.
Yeah, because Vishaka Sakhi is only in Vrindavan. She doesn't go out of Vrindavan. Right? And
Okay,
Arjuna
so-
never enters Vrindavan. So Arjuna is outside Vrindavan.
So they can expand that way.
Yeah, expanding. It's just expanding because Krishna and his associates, everyone, like Krishna is in Vrindavan as well as in Dwaraka, like in 108 palaces, Krishna is there. Similarly, Krishna's associates also expand in different form, okay, like that.
All right, Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so any other questions, or we can end here? Yes, Sarvanji Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavata Pranam. Mataji, during the marriage of 16,000 queens, so the Dwarka Lord Krishna, he expanded, or the Gokul Lord Krishna expanded?
It's a Dwaraka Krishna. Outside, it's definitely the Vasudeva Krishna. But only in Vrindavan is the Yashoda Krishna. He never leaves Vrindavan. No, Vrindavan Parityaja Padamekam Nagachati. So Yashoda Krishna is in Vrindavan only. He is with Radharani in a separation bhav mode. But outside, it's Dwaraka Krishna. It's a Vasudeva Krishna. Is Lavanya Mataji?
So Mataji,
yeah. Yes. Mataji, where is she? Sarvandi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. I thought you're asking somebody. You're taking question of somebody. Mataji, so like I forgot the question. Extremely sorry, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Okay, Lakshmi Mataji.
Mataji, sorry, Mataji, but the one of the devotees, which I'm administrating the kids batch, they have again repeatedly asked me that they are not getting the books which they have purchased.
Yeah. Actually, there is kind of shortage of staffs for the book session. The devotee who was doing it is actually not here, so out of station. But I have forwarded that message. I think not you. Yeah, you only send me, no?
Yes,
But
Mataji.
I've sent it to our Vice President, Sridhar Prabhu, so he'll take care of it. In 10 days, they'll get the reply. Yes, Lavanya Mataji.
And one more question, Mataji, that is that what about the books? One of the devotees were asking that that person is from Chicago and they want to purchase it from this temple. Will the temple authorities ship them to US
No,
or
shipping is not done. They can get from the local ISKCON temple there, okay? Because
yes,
outside.
that is,
Yeah.
okay.
Lavanya Mataji, Hare Krishna. Bad something.
Just now you have mentioned, Mataji, the pastimes from Chaitanya Charitamrita is Advaita Acharya and Pundarika. What is the reference, Mataji? Where?
Advaita Acharya?
Advaita Acharya's pastime just now we have discussed, no, Mataji. The
Advaita
Pundarika.
Acharyas or not Advaita Acharyas, no.
Advaita Acharya and Pundarika.
Pundarik Vidyanidhi and Gadadhar Pandit. Yeah, that's in Chaitanya
Okay.
Charitamrita. Pundarik Vidyanidhi. I don't remember the main which
Like in the Madhya Leela.
Madhya, I don't know where it is, but it is there in I have to check which part it comes. Story of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. It comes in. Yeah, he becomes the guru of Gadadhar Pandit. So this is the sloka, Hopagiyam. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 7.
Thank you.
7. We'll see. I'm not sure where it is, but it's given 7. It's a nice pastime you can read. Madhya Leela chapter 7 is about Mahaprabhu traveling to South India. Yeah, others can leave, okay? We are done. It's a nice pastime there with Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Because some chapters have so many slokas. I'm not sure, Mataji, that this you might not see you. That sloka is also quoted, Ahobhagiyam.
Okay.
Not this, somewhere else. Just now I saw. Okay, any other things to add? See here it is said, story of Pundarik Vidyanidhi, Inna Bhava of Gadadhar's Guru. So in that it is said, see when he was chanting Ahobhagiyam about Putana, in that time Pundarik Vidyanidhi started to tremble and shed tears in ecstasy. And he shouted. So this makes I understand that he is a great devotee. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Mataji. It's not in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Madhya 7. It's
Okay.
Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you for joining. We can stop here. Okay, Vanchakal Padre Bashakal Pasandu Baby Zapadana, Pavani Vaishnavanam, Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai.